Okay, we're back. I went and found some seals, hopefully the right ones. Stuff I had for a lot of years, down to 2 left. Okay, so let's pop it out with a screwdriver and see what we have here. Holding the vise right there like that. Punch it out with a hammer. The nut wants to fall out. That's in there pretty good. Now we're going to have to do it more forcefully. Hold the bottom of the nut, beat the top out, and have to fold the seal to get it out. That is in there good. Damn. What kind of a seal is that? Looks like it's welded in there. She's not coming out. I haven't had that before. That is in there pretty good. Ah! My finger on the vise. Ah! Now that got my thumb that time. Okay, I'm getting tired of doing this. Need a bigger hammer. Okay, I don't think it's coming out of there. My thumb still didn't like that hit. Well, I don't know how they put that seal in there, but it ain't coming out. That is not coming out. I never had that before. Usually they pop just in and out, but obviously that thing is folded over. The nut was rubbing on it so hard, it folded over the seal, I'm guessing. It won't come out. Alright, we'll have to get a new nut. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Degree of seal. That's why you stock parts. For some reason, some people think I don't have parts here, don't sell them. I guess they figure I just like sticking them under my bed. I do though. I like sticking them under my bed too, but I am here to make money. Alright. Here's what the brand new one looks like. That's what we're going to use. Thumb's still throbbing where I nailed it. Don't nail your thumb, it hurts. Okay. Just clean all the way around. Looks fairly good. So when I put this tranny together, I used the, that did hurt my thumb doing that. That is very sensitive when you put pressure on it. Use that knife and thumb feel. So when I put this tranny together, I put the late style spacer in here that has no groove in it, no lock. So it's nice and smooth all the way around. So when you tighten your sprocket up against a nice flat surface like this, it will seal. And this nut will encapsulate all the oil and keep it in there. If you had the early style, which is early 77 on back spacer, there's a groove right there with a lock tab. It leaks oil right out because you can't stop it from leaking. All you do is try to pack silicone down the groove and hope it slows it down, but it doesn't seem to work too good usually. So you got to use the correct parts if you think you're going to see a tranny with an encapsulated nut. You can't have a big leak out the side. It doesn't work. So the other thing I do is I eliminate the lock tab because that just gives you one more surface to leak from. And it also loosens up because it's soft metal. It leaks again. Because this all has to be pulled together for it not to leak. So once it loosens up, it leaks anyway. Alright, so I clean the sealer off. I take my 3-bond sealer, put it on both sides of the sprocket there, and tighten it down. Now if you have the style nut that has the O-ring in there, throw the O-ring away, put sealer in it, and then tighten up with that. The O-ring always comes out, gets underneath the nut, and will loosen up because the rubber is not a good thing to push against to get your seal to work. Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit of lube on the sprocket here. Once again, you don't need a lot of it, just a nice little thin layer is all it takes. I'm trying to fill in an 1/8 of an inch gap in this thing. Just want a thin layer like that on that side. Another thin layer over on this other side. Over here. Do the same thing. Alright, that's all it takes. Okay, push that on. Close up your sealer so it doesn't dry on you. That tube will sit there for a year or two and still be good. So after about 2 years it starts to get hard, but it's pretty good stuff. Okay, take a little oil, put on a seal lip here. They don't like being dry. Take some more red, this time it's Loctite. Put on the threads. Because we don't have a locking tab, so we're going to use Loctite. So you put on the threads there like that, being fairly generous on that. Put that on. Okay. Put 2 gears at once. It's locked in. Go the tighten direction. The big socket out. The big zip gun out. Make sure you tighten it by loosening. It's backwards thread. Don't put your finger there, but hold the forks in. Okay, that is good and tight. Wipe off the excess crap off your tools. But you want that crap all over your tools. I don't like goop all over my tools. Okay, and there's a little bit on the sprocket. You can either leave that on there or wipe it off also. Your choice. Make sure it spins freely after you tighten it down. It should. There should actually be a little bit of end play in there, but not much. Yep, correct. So all that looks good. Okay. Do our top. Double check my screw, make sure it's still tight. Yes, it is. It didn't move at all. The Loctite's definitely set up. Okay. Put it in neutral. A little bit of lube on your shift forks there. Put your rollers on there. That's these things. The early tranny takes the tall roller. The Cowpie tranny takes the short roller off of a Sportster. Don't mix them. You could put oil in there right now and work it in because the tranny's all sealed up at this point, if you want to. Wouldn't hurt, but we're not doing that. We're to cover that. Okay, we're in neutral right now, so it should just bolt right down. We're going to use another 4-mat gasket so they'll compress, no sealer needed. It should just drop right back on if you're in neutral, which we are. Slides right down, you're done. If you had to fight it, then something's wrong. So these are Allen bolt style, which I don't like, but that's what they use. The 2 long ones go right here where the ratchet is. Get a whole bunch of short ones, and we got one breather one. And the breather one sometimes has a different thread, but this one is the same. So you'll see over here it has a different taper on it. This has a different taper. This is the early taper, this is the late taper. They're different. This one's a little bit more flatter. So the breather one always goes right there, second one back, and all the other ones are the same. Okay. It took a lot of fitting before to make this all work because the shifter arm was dragging on the forks in there, and there were some other issues in there. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see it. It took a while to get it where it would shift without binding up because it was all not made correctly. Common problem on aftermarket parts. Get all your screws started. Pull them all down. Thumb hurts. Feels like somebody hit with a hammer. I don't know why. Shouldn't have to fight the screws. They should all go down nice and easy. Until I got to this one. And these two don't like going in there. No. Nope. Mm-mm. No. Something wrong with those 2 threads. They're cross starting. Okay. Acts like they're the wrong thread. So pull them out, look at them, see if there's something wrong with the screws. It's kind of suspicious they both don't work. They both look good. Put them in a different hole, try it again. Solid. Not going. Yep, not gonna work. Okay, so you can cross them, thread them all the way in there and screw everything all up. We can stop, back up, start over, find out what the problem is. I know they came out of there, so I don't know what the problem is. Something not happy. I don't know if it's a gasket problem or something else going on. weird that it came apart with no problem. Now it won't go back together. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. So I'm definitely not happy. Threads look alright, but there's something not good. See, they all look like they're okay, but they're not accepting screws. Don't understand it. Definitely not happy. Okay. Time to go get a tap. Try to figure out what the problem is. Definitely something wrong. It's not the screw, because all the screws don't want to go in, so it's obviously the threads. And I don't know why, but something is not happy. Okay, that is coarse. And it looks like it's a little bit different. That's too small. All right, give me a minute, I'll be back.